Close your eyes. Picture a cruise ship.
Picture myself looking at a cruise ship.
Warm breeze, glittering water, someone in a loud Hawaiian shirt doing the Macarena, unironically.
I thought you said it erotically.
Is that possible?
You're three cocktails deep, contemplating whether to go to the seafood buffet or the comedy night, and life feels good. And then suddenly the engines cut, the lights die, the air gets uncomfortably still. The floor tilts beneath your feet, you grab for the table, glasses slide off and shatter, people scream, and then the alarms start. The ship groans, a sound no vessel should ever make. The crew goes from smiling hospitality staff to sprinting around like headless chooks. Someone screams. Someone prays. Someone still tries to get a margarita because it can't be that bad. You're not in a movie. You're not dreaming. You're on a cruise. Every year, more than 20 million people climb aboard these floating hotels chasing sunshines, buffets, and Wi-Fi that never quite works. Most of them return home with nothing worse than sunburn and a mild case of regret. But every now and then, the sea reminds us who's in charge. And when it does not matter how fancy the cabin is. This episode, we're talking about the moments when cruises go spectacularly wrong, when calm holidays turn into headlines, and the lines between comfort and chaos slip beneath the waves. Grab your life jackets and prepare your stomachs. Welcome to Cheeky Tales. And we're doing ships again, baby!
Boats, boats, boats.
I'm so sick of boat stories. We flogged the joke, and now keep digging. It's already dead. Like,
I was thinking on the way here, we do a lot of boats, we do a lot of ships, we do a lot of planes. People just aren't meant to go on the water and in the sky.
No.
We don't have wings, we don't have gills. Let's just stay to the land.
We aren't supposed to do those things, baby.
Boats are God's mistake.
However, Sean, there is a reason.
Boats are God's mistake.
Oh, suck. Cop that, Noah.
Wow.
Got that. I'm sorry, all of Polynesia, my home country of New Zealand, actually everybody's home country. Everyone came on some form of seafaring vessel, I'm aware. But I'm so tired of boat episodes, but I'm keen either way.
Well, like I said, there is a reason, Sean. It is because the inspiration of this episode is I'm going on a cruise.
Yes.
My first cruise.
Tomorrow.
And as of recording, it's tomorrow. And
as of listening 4 days ago.
No, and as release day for this episode, I will be heading back to land.
Well, you hope.
Yeah.
So
that's going to age really poorly if that goes wrong. I didn't mean it.
Oh, man. Cheeky Tales in Memoriam is going to be real tough next fortnight.
Like at the Oscars. All right, we're back to it. We got the story of Pizza Hut.
It's just me sitting there and someone else just randomly sitting here. We don't acknowledge the fact that John died at sea at all until 2/3 of the way through the episode, and we're like, now Cheeky Tales in Memoriam.
Maybe Aaron's moved his TV on the couch and just a picture of me up there.
Oh dear. All right. Cruise ship.
Maybe that's how Brownie gets a run.
Yeah.
Cruise ship terrors, eh?
So I've decided to the lead up to my first ever cruise. I'm just going to research a whole bunch of shit went wrong.
This is watching air crash investigations before you fly to the US.
Forced foreboding.
Maybe that could be the title.
Or boating.
Oh no!
The title of the episode is going to say "Ship hits the fan."
The title of the episode is hopefully not going to be R.I.P. John.
Hopefully, podcast doesn't come real life.
Well, I guess the ship did hit the fan.
Yeah. So that's kind of why we've got the red and the green lighting, which is your ship beacon colours.
Yes.
And planes.
Really,
and I assume helicopters and also
anything
blimps.
that you need to know left and right, really.
Yep. And being that it is Halloween, as of recording,
it is.
Let's start off with the
why did you start with something French?
On the episode where I didn't bring my fact
it's
check
not
machine.
French. The Libov Orlov or Lova. Libov or Lova.
Okay.
The Ghost of the Atlantic.
Okay. Interesting. On this spookiest of nights.
Yes. Imagine a ship so old that her name alone carries the weight of decades.
Sheesh.
which is what I just said before, the Lybov Orlova. Built in 1976 in Yugoslavia, named after Soviet actress
Known for its shipbuilding quality.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lybov Orlova. That's right, they named a boat after a movie star, which is bold because usually actors only get perfume lines and divorces. The Orlova was meant for the Caribbean, for the party crowd.
Oh, yeah, so close to Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
I prefer calling it the Caribbean.
But oh no,
But
It was-
also, Jamaica? Oh, not
Oh,
a good
yeah.
time to be in Jamaica right
no
now.
hurricane. Melissa.
Nasty
Strongest hurricane to hit anywhere on the planet this
Mm.
year.
So yeah, she was meant for the Caribbean party crowd, but instead she ended up as a rugged, ice-strengthened expedition vessel built to explore the Arctic and the Antarctic.
Those are two very different climates.
Correct.
If you're playing along at home.
And also far away from Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
She had charm once.
I guess the Arctic's probably not that far.
It's still a fair way.
Mm.
She once had charm,
Mm.
grand dining halls, staterooms, and polished wood, a small library with Soviet propaganda novels, and the sort of brass and steel fittings that would make you feel both luxurious and mildly trapped.
Why would they make you feel trapped?
Just like because of the steel bars and stuff like that.
Oh.
Imagine that imagine a ship that says
Imagine that shit.
Imagine that shit.
Imagine that shit.
Imagine a ship that says, no, I would not be doing karaoke night. She ferried eager adventure tourists, mostly scientists, nature nerds, and people who say, actually, penguins don't live at the North Pole, across polar regions.
I got to use that line just this week.
Did you really?
I just inadvertently called you out.
Yeah, there was on our very not mental hospital screens in the workplace. They play like holidayscapes,
Mm.
so it's like, oh, here's this lovely hillside in Holland, and here's a beach in Australia, and then here's some penguins on some ice. And somebody was like, oh, look at them, they're in the Arctic, and I was like, well, actually, penguins aren't in the Arctic.
Nerd. It
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't the Riz. It was more.
What is this? What are you saying?
I'm trying to set the scene for this.
What
ship.
are you saying, Riz?
The Riz Hotel.
You are a 48-year-old
No,
man.
no, not
The
you know,
Riz.
The
Do you mean
Ritz.
the Ritz?
The Ritz Carlton.
Sorry, the Ritz. The Ritz. My bad.
That's even better.
It wasn't the Ritz.
That's so much better.
I misspelled that. It was.
Look at this shit. It's the Riz.
Sorry. It wasn't the Ritz. It was more. Here's your cabin. Here's a porthole. Please try not to freeze to death. But by all accounts, she did her job. People loved her.
Yep.
Penguins tolerated her.
Yep.
Time passed. The Soviet Union collapsed, and the Orlova ended up in private hands, touring Antarctica until 2010.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 40 years, really, between 1970 and... Anyway, go on.
And
Yep.
12 years before anyone started using the term Riz.
Yeah.
The Riz.
That's when authorities in Newfoundland seized her over unpaid debt.
Ooh.
Yep, she got repoed.
Oh, no.
Man, imagine repoing a ship. The
Nothing.
slowest process.
You got a tow ship.
You've got this
Comes
crap,
and lifts it.
this shit tugboat. It's just like, I'm taking this.
Nothing says the glamour of polar cruising like being chained to a wharf for 2 years because your owners forgot capitalism is
Oh.
real.
Yeah.
The Orlova tied up in Newfoundland, she was considered obsolete. The plan? Tow her to a scrapyard in the Dominican Republic.
Mm.
One last voyage, minus passengers, minus crew, minus any of the life she'd carried for decades.
Damn.
On January 23rd, 2013, the tugboat Charlene Hunt set off with the Orlova in tow. All they had to
Charlene Hunt.
do... Charlene Hunt.
As in C. Period. Hunt.
Mm.
Really.
Cool. We're going to let that one go.
Can I say it? Please. If you beep it.
All they had to do was tow the ship.
Yeah.
A stationary ship, a ship that wasn't fighting back. And for a little while, it was uneventful. The sea was choppy, yes, but it was manageable. However, the tow line snapped within 24 hours of leaving the dock. The crew of the tugboat tried to reconnect the line, but it was hampered by 35-kilometre-an-hour winds and 3-metre waves.
Yeah, that'll hamper it.
That's a big.
So
I was
not
going to say 35k an hour.
That's a hampering.
That's not that bad. You can live with that.
But the waves.
The waves, that'll get you.
I mean, it's going to be a bit rocky, but it's not
Yeah.
like you're going to get knocked overboard or anything like that.
Yeah.
But trying to reconnect
Yeah.
the tow, that probably would be difficult.
Mm.
The All-Over was free. No crew, no engines, just a rusting skeletal ghost drifting east into the North Atlantic. Canadian
the
authorities...
safest of waters.
Yeah. Canadian authorities went, not it.
Mm.
Okay, but they did try to resecure it and they monitored it, but they deemed it was an immediate threat.
The police again, was it?
Yeah, she was heading away from shipping lanes.
Sting!
When will you answer for your crime, Sting?
I brought this up in the barbershop the other day and everyone thought I was an idiot.
Referencing someone no one knows.
I can't help it, but like I bring it, like we start bringing up Sting and the police. I'm like, that son of a bitch. Like, what? I'm like, it's the worst in joke ever is us blaming Sting for the disappearance
Of the Patnella.
of the Patnella. They're
Yeah.
like, what? I'm like, just don't worry. Listen to the episode.
Listen to the episode. All the evidence is laid out. It's pretty convincing.
So it's drifting.
So, yeah, it's drifting away from shipping lanes.
To Tokyo.
So, therefore, legally, Canada went, someone else's problem.
Yeah, not our problem.
And so the ghost ship was left to the mercy of currents, storms, and time.
Mm.
What makes the All-Over famous is what come next. Satellites and maritime trackers occasionally picked up a faint blip, a drifting phantom. Maritime bloggers and tabloid journalists ran wild with it. Headlines screamed, "Ghost ship adrift." Soviet liner haunted by rats. Ship of doom wanders the North Atlantic.
Haunted by rats.
Yes, rats.
Okay.
Maritime bloggers.
According to media reports, the ship had been left with some supplies on board,
Yep.
Oh.
and the rodents adapted, feeding on old food and possibly each other.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're rats. There's not going to be long before they've eaten all the food.
Scientists dismissed the more dramatic claims, but it made for a compelling story. A ghost ship crewed only by vermin, wandering the ocean like a nightmare from a sailor's imagination. But like I said, the media had the story, and, well, what sells more newspapers? Ship probably decomposing quietly at sea, or sea of cannibal super rats set to storm Europe?
Yeah, definitely the rats.
Mm.
That one sounds more compelling to me.
Especially if the rats become smart enough to pilot the ship.
Correct. The
You
legend
Imagine a little peg-legged rat.
Can you imagine?
with a hook.
Can you imagine this rat coming up to you? Look at me. Look at me.
I am
I'm the captain now.
With its little tiny rat arm.
Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I'm the rat captain now.
bring me
It's short.
bring me the cheese.
Bring me the cheese.
So the legend grew. Some sailors reported seeing a white shape in the mist, the Orlova rusted superstructure glinting faintly through the fog. No lights, no movement, just the sound of loose doors swinging in the wind. One report claimed an oil tanker saw her drifting slowly, listing slightly as if she was alive. The truth? No one really knows. Every now and then a thread pops up on a site like Reddit asking if anyone has seen the All-Over, which is like the maritime version of a creepy ex texting you up.
Not really.
Or just checking in. Some speculate she sank in a storm months later. Others believe she still drifts, carried by currents, a silent reminder of human neglect. A floating relic of the Soviet era, turning slowly in the Atlantic, watched only by gulls and ghosts of the past. What's striking about the All-Over isn't just her emptiness, it's the awe she inspires, a reminder that not every disaster is violent. Some disasters are quiet, slow, and impossible to stop once they begin. She is a symbol of entropy, of decay, and of the sea's endless patience. And yet, there's humour in it too. The absurdity, a giant cruise liner abandoned being tracked by satellites. No, seriously, Ireland legitimately tracked this thing like it was a floating zombie apocalypse waiting to happen.
Because of the rats.
She was feared for rats, drifting like a forgotten piece of industrial art. It's eerie, yes, but it's also a story you can't imagine unless it happened.
So hang on, they were tracking it for a while.
Yes.
Why did they stop?
They lost it
Oh. How do you lose it? It's satellite photography.
in a storm. They just lost it.
It's gone.
that's the story of the All Over.
Yeah, damn.
So yeah, some people think it's still out in the North Atlantic. Just
Rizzing it up.
I was going to make a Riz joke. Shit.
no, it wasn't the Riz.
So confident. The Riz.
Sorry, the Riz.
You know, the Riz Hotel.
Oh damn, the Riz.
Hey, baby.
All right, so now this is the MS Nautica.
Can I talk about the tugboat named please?
No.
Damn it.
Now, from ghost ships to real life danger, fast, close, and undeniably terrifying. It's funny you brought up the movie. What was it, Captain? What's the movie called?
Oh, crap.
Captain Phillips.
I was
Captain
going to say
Phillips.
Captain Nichols, but that's not correct.
Where did that happen?
Where did Captain Phillips happen?
Yeah,
Somalia, wasn't
Yeah, it was Somalia, off the coast of Africa, near the Horn.
I think
it?
it might be. I think
Somalia's up near the Suez.
Yeah, the Horn of Africa.
I think it might be here because
I'm thinking the Cape.
You're
Yeah.
thinking the Cape. The Horn
This-
of Africa is.
Yeah.
this story happens in the Gulf of Aden, one of the busiest and most lawless shipping lanes on Earth.
Okay.
It's November 2008, and the MS Nautica, part of the luxury Oceania cruise line, is making its way from Rome to Singapore. On board, nearly 700 passengers, mostly retirees enjoying extended holidays, sipping cocktails, and thinking about the next port of call. For most of them, the day starts with sun on the deck and the soft strains of a string quartet in the dining room. Just your typical
Typical cruise.
cruise
Yep.
stuff. Yep. Then something catches the captain's eye. Two small skiffs are approaching fast, cutting through the waves at high speed. On board, the crew recognizes them immediately. Somali pirates, armed with AKs, eyeing the luxury liner as a prize.
Mm. What are you going to do with 700 people?
Well, what they do is they hold them for ransom.
Yeah, I know, but like, yeah, it's a lot of people.
They just hold them for ransom. At one point, I was reading on this as a news article from 2013 talking about this, and the news article said, it was 2011, one of the two dates. When the news article was written, they were saying that the Somali pirates currently held a Soviet tanker, which had 17 tanks on board.
Wow.
And a oil ship,
Hmm.
which had something like $70 million worth of crude oil on it or something like that. So, and they were just holding for ransom, pay us the money and you get your ship back. That's literally what they do. Yeah, like I said, in 2008, it was a real heyday for Somali pirates. They launched over 100 attacks on ships in the Gulf of Aden in that year alone. Panic spread quietly through the Nautica at first, staff securing passengers in cabins. They locked the doors and activated emergency protocols. Meanwhile, the captain does the only thing he can. He outruns them.
My God, we've got a chase on our hands.
The
It's a
Nautica-
ship chase.
The Nautica is no small fishing boat. It is 30,000 tons of steel engines. The engines are roaring, and that's creating a massive wake. But the pirates are skilled and determined. For 5 tense minutes, they chase the liner, firing bursts of automatic gunfire, and the bullets ricochet off the hull, splashing harmlessly into the sea.
Yeah, I was going to say that's doing nothing.
We'll take it down, boys.
Inside the passengers huddle, some pray, others are frozen, and a few
Frozen?
With
fear.
fear.
and a few are whispering nervously, "Do they know we're just pensioners?"
They know who to rob.
Yeah.
The damn boomers.
I wonder if they'll accept my 20% coupons.
My seniors.
They need my
card.
senior's card.
Oh.
The crew execute sharp maneuvers. They zig and they zag, and then sudden surges of speed, using the ship's size to their advantage. One skiff nearly capsizes in the wake, the other struggles to maintain balance in the choppy waters. After what feels like hours, but really only minutes, a French naval escort appears. The pirates, now outgunned and outmaneuvered, retreat to the horizon. The passengers emerge shaken but unharmed. Some laugh nervously. Others remark that their cocktails now taste like adrenaline.
What?
Just a joke. The cruise liner, I don't know, quietly reviewed. So after this, the cruise line quietly reviewed the following security measures:
Get guns.
armed consultants,
More Riz.
Riz levels are dangerously low.
high pressure water hoses to the outsides of the ships.
Yeah,
So if you see
actually,
them,
that's my
That's a
favorite
favorite thing.
So
Yeah,
you see that
Shooting
now?
with the water. Yeah.
Yep.
it works.
and it's also down, so it creates like a waterfall, so they can't climb up
Yeah.
either. And LRAD,
Long range air defense.
audio device.
Oh, is it the thing that like makes them? It's like super loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like a.
Yeah, it's like directional audio.
So if you think of a laser, which is like condensed, focused light, this is like condensed, focused sound.
Oh, that yeah.
It's like the opposite of a shotgun mic.
Mm.
How they, how they get the sounds at the foot, like at the footy with those big parabolic mics. Well, for the NFL at least.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of that. Yeah.
So the cruise brochures probably don't advertise Somali pirate survival experience, but this is what it was. You don't get that on the list of activities. Survive a Somali pirate attack.
Yeah, it's true. I've never done that.
I'd love to be one of those role players.
Role player.
Yeah, I'll be the Somali pirate. I'll attack your damn ship.
Wow. Okay.
Like it's an experiential thing. I'll do it.
Oh, so you're saying it's like
Oh,
an
right.
escape
Yeah,
room.
like an
Yeah,
escape room.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will be the Somali pirate.
So
Not in blackface. I'll just be me. Like I'll just wear
Hello,
clothes.
I'm Somali.
the attack serves as a reminder that the sea is unpredictable, but so are human beings.
The sea had nothing to do with that. Oh, I see what you said.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, let's move on
We
to
got
the
this.
SS Morro Castle.
Okay. How many stories are you doing, by the way?
It's two to go. There's
Okay.
a short one at the end.
Okay, sounds good.
This is the meat and potatoes of the podcast.
Is there another tugboat
Yes.
named?
No.
Damn it!
Stop giving me bleeps.
It's good. It's a worthy bleep. Come on.
So, boy, after the first paragraph, can you change the lighting?
Oh, yes.
Oh, after the first paragraph.
All right,
Oh my God.
I'm obviously doing a bit. I've got my lighting
It's a
rig
bit.
ready to go.
Okay. So this was launched in 1930.
Wow.
We don't
Our
like the
favourite
30s.
era.
Yeah.
Or
The
you-
beginning of our least favorite
You're
era.
still not going to enjoy it after this one. The SS Morro Castle was marketed as a glamorous ocean escape from New York to Havana.
Havana, oh, na, na.
She was a gorgeous 508-foot liner built for the Ward Line.
108 feet.
What would that be in?
I don't know. Just make it
meters?
around.
What would it be in furlong?
Just make it 500. Like,
What is it in
come
nautical
on.
miles?
Oh, God.
It'd just be 508 divided by 12, wouldn't it? No, not 12.
What?
3.
All right. Hang on.
3 is yards.
Hang on. It's 3 feet in a yard, roughly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
16 feet in a.
How many lengths?
Oh.
Isn't a yard is like 90 something centimeters?
Yeah.
right?
So a yard is the circumference of King Henry VIII's chest, by the
Okay,
way.
that's true.
No, it is. So the yard used
How
to
would
be.
they measure that when he died?
That's the thing. That's why it's nonsense. So a yard used to roughly be the like span of your arms or length of your something like that. And then King Henry VIII was just like, no, the yard measurement is my circumference of my chest. How is that accurate? Just like an inch is 3 kernels of
He
grain.
just changed it.
Hey, yeah, you just change. Yeah, like an inch is 3 kernels of grain or something like that. Until those crazy French bastards decided to try and measure the world and got it wrong. It was
In kernels of grain.
no, these French guys measured a quarter of the circumference of the Earth
Ah.
and then divided it by like 10 million or something, and they went, cool. They basically like kept dividing it until they got to a whole number, and they're like, right, that's a meter.
It was Henry the First, and it was his nose to his thumb.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Can you also find out how many meters is 508 feet?
Meters to yards.
While he's
Wait,
doing that.
What feet?
508.
508 feet?
This is 1930. So what?
154.838.
And how, boy, off the top of your head, how big was the Titanic?
Oh,
Oh, that was like 400 meters, something, wasn't it?
I don't know.
it
Was it?
was, yeah, it was quite big.
How long was
I don't think it was
the
400 meters.
Titanic?
It's big. It wasn't 400.
260
Feet.
Nine.
Subways. Subway footlongs.
269. Nice.
So, just about 90 meters shorter than the Titanic. So,
Yeah.
probably not the smallest.
Not the smallest.
She had plush interiors, fancy wood paneling, and a vibe of the Great Gatsby on the water.
The 30s.
Yeah. Just dripping like the Riz.
Dripping with Riz. Think jazz bands, cigars, gangster suits, elegant dining rooms, and people pretending prohibition didn't apply if you were at sea.
Yep.
Which, conveniently, it didn't.
It didn't.
Yep. International waters, baby.
It's the Roaring 20s. Oh no, the Great Depression's coming.
Oh, no. Well, it would have hit by this point. 1929, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the other thing that people, like when I was reading on it, like these people were on this glamorous cruise drinking and partying while people were back at home selling apples for a nickel, just suffering. So if you had money, this is where you were.
$20 will buy you this car.
The name, the Morro Castle, it came from a fortress in Havana, a fortress known for battles, prisoners, and ghosts. Because naming a cruise ship after a haunted fort is always the best way to inspire confidence.
Yeah, sure, man.
Our captain, Robert Wilmot, man with a reputation for being strict, competent, and generally not knowing for spontaneously dying. Which naturally
That's
means
most people, I'm going to point out.
which naturally means he died suddenly and suspiciously right before the disaster.
Cool.
Every death on a ship is suspicious.
Hit the lights, boy.
When has anyone ever died on a ship and it wasn't suspicious?
Ooh.
That's a little green.
What?
This one's a little greenish.
The official cause, acute indigestion.
What?
Translation, we don't know, but it's 1934 and science. Shrug.
Science shrug, yeah.
Passengers reported he looked ill, paranoid, and believed someone was trying to poison him.
It seems like someone did.
If I'm feeling a little bit sick from now on, I'm just going to say, I think someone poisoned me. And then if I die,
Acute
boy.
indigestion.
it's going to be interesting.
Just give me an excuse to use the word idiopathic.
Here we go.
In any case, boom, the captain gone. Dead.
R.I.P.
Boom, and the captain's gone.
Which is already not a great omen when you're on a giant floating hotel with no brakes.
Boom, and the captain's gone.
Boom. That's a
Chick, boom.
Anyway, who steps up to take command? Chief Officer William Worms.
God,
Yes.
These guys have such nautical names.
Yeah.
Captain Worms.
Hello, my name's Mr. Boat.
If a novelist had written this,
William
Roten.
Worm.
written, whatever, the editor would say the symbolism here is too on the nose, but don't worry, it gets stranger.
William Worms.
3 a.m. on September 8th, 1934, a fire broke out in the writing room.
Oh, no.
In the writing room.
Yes, apparently
What?
in the 1930s, people wrote letters for fun to loved ones about how relaxing and safe the ship felt.
As I sit
Ironic.
here next to my 15 candles dripping oil and wax onto the ground, I think to myself, gee, I wish I was warmer. So I light 15 more.
It's like the Hindenburg. Yes, we're in this giant floating bomb, but we have a smokers area
Ah, yes, the smoking room,
on a blimp.
adjacent to the electrical discharge room.
In any case, the crew finds the smoke.
Yep.
They open the door, and the room basically goes, surprise, explodes in the flames. So, backdraft.
Yep.
So there was no one in the writing room at this point.
Oh, right.
Thankfully.
Yeah, well. I mean, if there had been, it probably wouldn't have been as big a deal.
No.
Probably just put it out.
Within minutes, flames race through the ship. There's no sprinkler system, no fire doors that work properly, and the crew training, well, that could be best described as we'll just wing it. Within 20 minutes of the fire's discovery at about 3:20, the fire had burned through the Morro Castle's main electrical cables, plunging the ship into darkness. As all power was lost, the radio stopped working, so only a single SOS signal was sent. At about the same time, the wheelhouse lost its ability to steer the ship, as the hydraulic lines were severed by the fire as well.
At least all the candles would stay lit.
Yeah. Well, she's one big candle at the moment.
You know, there's a suspicious amount of ships that catch on fire in a place that is inherently fireproof, which is the frickin' water. Like all these cars maybe catch on fire. Why is it every boat catches on fire?
There is a special level of irony in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I
some water.
kind of tried to set the scene a little bit with how lovely the ship was panelled with wood walls,
Yeah.
nicely
I know.
varnished.
I know, but like, it's not when you say to yourself, yes, I'm going to catch on fire when I'm completely surrounded by water.
Mm.
Wow,
It's a little silly.
This is our balsa wood and tissue room.
Yeah, the official name of the ship might be this, but it's actually the SS Kindling.
One of the articles I read in this had nicknamed it the SS Fire Hazard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Passengers woke to smoke pouring into cabins. Some fled in their nightclothes. Others tried to help. Many had no idea where the lifeboats even were. The lifeboats were in a shambles anyway.
Did we learn nothing from the Titanic?
Well, they had lifeboats. That was what they learnt.
Yeah.
But some lifeboats got launched with barely anyone inside. Some were filled entirely with crew who waved at the people, screaming on the deck like, sorry, folks, union rules. See you on land.
The MTS Oceanos.
Yeah. Others, the crew cut the ropes before passengers could even get in. Because nothing says luxury liner service like a lifeboat yeeting itself into the Atlantic.
Yote.
Too much riz.
Unaccompanied. I'm sorry, the line changes. Unaccompanied. Unoccupied. Sorry.
What?
Unaccompanied. Whatever. Of the 12 lifeboats the ship had, 6 were launched. Boats 1, 3, 5, 9, and 11 on the starboard side, and 10 on the port side. With a total combined capacity of 408, they only actually carried 85 people.
Whoa.
And like I said, most were crew members.
That's pathetic.
Whoa. I guess because they'd be the ones that knew how to get to them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
And they
like,
had to
oh, well,
operate
no
them.
one's here. So, wow.
As flames engulfed decks, crew behaviour ranged, or the crew that was left, behaviour ranged from brave to baffling. Some fought the fires, others froze. Some tossed deck chairs and life rings overboard to provide persons in the water with makeshift flotation devices.
Yep.
So there were people trying to fight the fire, and there were crew members helping out the passengers, the clients. And Captain Worms, remember our captain, who ironically is aboard this ship?
Surely.
It's on fire.
Surely. He burns to death.
Our fearless
He's
leader.
on like the second boat out.
Our fearless leader of the ship with the most unfortunate name. After initially ignoring the fire because he didn't recognise the person sent to inform him of it.
That's the most World War I British officer thing I've ever heard.
And continuing the ship.
You don't have the right to tell me there's a fire.
That man! No.
Get him out of here.
Continuing the ship full ahead into the wind, which helped fan the flames.
Cool. Blowtorch it.
He actually probably didn't do too bad of a job. Finally realising the threat was real, he turned the ship towards shore. Then after the power was cut, dropping anchor and remained on the ship in the bridge, which was fireproof by the way, until 1 p.m. later that day. He was the last to leave after making sure the tow lines were secure.
Tow line?
Yeah, they ended up towing it in.
Ah.
After initially being
While it was still on fire?
Correct. After initially being indicted for the incident, a later court decision praised his decision to stay with the vessel, noting that he maintained the best traditions of the sea by staying on his vessel until the bridge had burned under him and no one else remained on board. So pretty much he stuck to the old captain goes down with the ship and they cleared him of all charges in the future.
Right. All right.
So he was eventually cleared of negligence charges in 1937 and his master's license was reinstated.
Man, the sea's got some weird rules.
Correct.
You stayed on the ship, you didn't die, we clear you of all charges. Some Trump level like clearance. Like just make up some reason why, yeah, okay, fine.
All right.
Now let's discuss the radio operator,
Oh, no.
George Rogers.
The one that only sent one SOS out.
Well, I think he tried to send multiple, but he obviously didn't know the lines had been cut. Rogers was fast asleep. He gets shaken awake just before 3 a.m., throws on his clothes, points for modesty, because it could have been very different.
That's the 30s.
Just hanging dong and typing out SOS on a telegraph.
He bolts to the radio room and tries to figure out whether the ship is actually on fire or if everyone's just being dramatic. After sending his assistant to the bridge for orders, the guy the captain didn't recognise,
Correct.
because chain of commands, he waits for the official, yes, definitely fire, please panic now, before hammering out the SOS.
Sir, the order's come down. It's time to panic.
Yeah. So smoke starts pouring in, the room turns into a slow cooker, and Rogers stays put, sending messages until he's practically a human brisket. Again, he didn't know the line was cut, but
Yeah.
one signal got out. So he's in there the whole time trying to send out the message, even though he's like probably roasting. This guy's a hero, right?
He's going to be the one that goes to jail.
He'll go to jail.
For what?
I don't know.
No.
Negligence is the common one.
No.
So let's go
He-
over that.
I'll give you a spoiler. He doesn't.
Oh.
The newspapers actually love him. You know, they probably had people lining up to shake his sooty hand.
Here, sooty boy, touch me.
But boy,
Mm.
does this story take a turn. Because after the disaster, things got suspicious.
Oh, no.
Oh.
The cause of the fire was never nailed down,
Yeah.
but there was some idea that maybe it was an electrical fault in one of the cabinets in the writing room.
Sounds plausible.
Good
Yeah.
chance.
And Rogers had a bit of a reputation for workplace drama.
Hmm.
Imagine the guy in the office who always had a feud going, but instead of emails and telegraph clicks, I don't know where that sentence is going. Anyway,
Neither do we.
no, it's going to carry on later.
Drama.
So there was no proof that he lit anything.
right.
So the mystery lives on, whatever.
This feels like a pretty baseless accusation.
What didn't stay mysterious
Yep.
is his later career choices, which went from respected radio officer
Yep.
to local police radio technician
Mm-hmm.
to bombing his superior because apparently teamwork is optional. So that's where that sentence is going. So instead of sending emails and telegraph clicks, he sent a device. I believe it was a fish tank filter,
Yep.
asking for his superior to help repair it. As soon as it plugged in, boom.
Wow. Why?
Rogers was convicted of trying to blow up his boss.
Yeah.
And then, as if looking at his own villain arc and thinking needs more, he went on to be convicted of murdering 2 neighbors. Talk about plot twist.
Wow.
I don't know why he murdered them. I don't know why he bombed his boss. He just obviously didn't agree with something.
Wow. Okay.
So it looks like he did burn the ship down.
Well, that's what people believe.
Yeah.
Rogers died in prison in 1958,
Yeah, probably good.
good.
having completed one of history's weirder public image speedruns. Maritime hero, subject of suspicion, convicted murderer.
Yeah, right.
I guess,
that's an O.J. Simpson.
yeah,
level
I
of
guess he was the kind of
downfall.
the opposite. No, not really.
O.J. Simpson went from thousands of
The
rushing
glove
yards
didn't
to-
fit, boy.
We are going to do this story at some
We
point.
have to do it.
Rogers
I'll
was
wear all my rings. Like,
Rogers was the kind of character who makes you say, "Hey, mate, great job sending that SOS," but maybe therapy is also an option.
Wow.
So yeah, there is the theory that he potentially murdered the captain,
Yeah.
or poisoned him, and then started the fire.
that's some proper, like, schizophrenic kind of
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Uh-huh.
that's hectic.
That's crazy.
So back to the SSS Morrow Castle.
Yep.
By sunrise, nearby ships arrive. Rescuers pull survivors from the sea, haul people from the life rafts, from the lifeboats, and try not to vomit from smoke and trauma. The Morrow Castle is still burning, drifting along, and eventually beaches herself on the coast of New Jersey
New Jersey.
in full flaming glory. Like, good morning, America. Have you got any of that insurance? Like, she's just beached herself, still aflame. The crowds gather. People take photos, probably on cameras that you two will probably love.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got one from the 30s.
Yeah.
Oh, does it have any? You can actually get. I looked it up. There are photos of the burning ship just next to a wharf,
Yeah.
which is beached. Of the nearly 500 people on board,
Yeah.
over 130 died. I think it was 138 was the total. Smoke inhalation,
Yeah.
burns,
Burns.
drowning, like
Yeah.
jumping into the ocean at 3 a.m. in the morning type of thing. And investigations later criticised everything from safety systems to leadership to crew training. The world looked on in shock, and shipbuilders slowly realised that wood panelling everywhere might not be the ideal for fire
Yeah,
situations. This tragedy helped reform maritime safety. Regulators and shipping companies couldn't ignore the glaring safety flaws anymore. Crew training, or the lack of crew training, was overhauled. Emergency drills became standard rather than optional, and fireproof materials and sprinkler systems were suddenly in hot commodity in ship design. The tragedy also pushed for stricter lifeboat regulations and better escape route planning because apparently assuming passengers could figure it out wasn't going to cut it anymore.
Yeah.
In short, the Morro Castle disaster was the maritime world's very expensive wake-up call, showing that glamour and comfort were utterly useless without a solid dose of safety. So I believe there were payouts. I think it was like $90,000 was the total payout. It was something. It was about $2,500 per passenger. Got payout.
Yeah, wow.
And that's the story of the SS Morro Castle, the cruise that roasted marshmallows. Unfortunately, the marshmallows were people.
Boy.
Don't you?
That's not good.
You dog.
That's poor taste.
I said that to him.
That's disgusting.
I said that to
You
him.
should be ashamed of yourself.
I've got to post the screen
The
capture.
screenshot of him approving that joke.
Yes.
In that circumstance,
Sean, I got 5 ha's. I got 5 ha's.
5 ha's.
I said, man, this is brutal. And he's like, no, that's effing hilarious. That is exactly what he said.
Poor taste, sociopath.
I mean, I did write about Pompeii, the world's most realistic game of the floor is lava. So, I've got a track record here.
So basically, the high road of this podcast is my moral compass surrounded by you two psychos.
The guy that said twice in the episode.
I'm sorry. That's the name of the ship. The
Boys.
Charlene Hunt.
Boys,
Yep.
let's go to Icktown.
Oh, no.
One more quick cruise story. It all began in February 2013.
Cruise story.
The Carnival Triumph,
I know
carrying
this one.
thousands of vacationers from Galveston, Texas to, Cozumel, Mexico, set off for a fun short cruise.
Do you know this one, Sean?
No.
But things took a turn for the horrific when an engine room fire broke out at 5:30 a.m. on February 10th. The fire itself produced no casualties, but blew the ship's main power cables. Lights go out, air conditioning failed, and most fatally for the comfort, the toilet stopped flushing. Now picture yourself on deck, no AC, heat building, thousands of people stuck in cabins and corridors. The crew made an announcement. If you must do a number 1, you may use the shower. If you must do a number 2, we'll distribute red biohazard bags. Yes, that was actually said.
I would have just said bucket and huck it off the side.
Bathrooms became unrecognizable. One crew member described walking into a public restroom to find layer after layer after layer. It was like a lasagna of human waste.
Oh, no.
That is a quote.
Oh, that is you know what? That is a visceral way to say that.
Over time, the lower deck air turned so foul that passengers dragged mattresses up to the open deck and built what they called tent cities, from sheets and lounge chairs trying to escape the stench and heat. In the meantime, food became pared back, perishables spoiled, and they started making basic sandwiches instead of buffets. Communications were limited. Power was still dead, toilets were still backing up, and sewage began flooding the lower floors. One passenger recalled walking in the corridor hearing squish, squish, squish.
Oh.
We're an excrement.
Oh.
The open bar was offered by management to lift spirits, but predictably, things got wild.
Yeah.
People were peeing over the side, poop bags were being thrown around, and fights were breaking out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
After days adrift in the Gulf of Mexico, the ship was finally towed, longer than planned, and arrived in Mobile, Alabama on February 14th,
Yeah, that's an appropriate place to end that cruise.
2013. Passengers disembarked, kissed the ground, swore they'd never cruise again.
And that ship was scuttled and burned.
The incident changed things. The Triumph
did it?
Yeah, the Triumph underwent a major refit and was renamed Carnival Sunrise to shed this stigma.
Nah.
You can get on this ship today.
No, you shouldn't.
And even now in the headlines today, very close. Oh, that was it. Sorry, that was the end of that one. I didn't actually put a. Yeah, that's commonly known as
Poop cruise.
Poop Cruise.
Poop cruise.
Poop Cruise.
I would go on that ship.
Have you really never heard of that
No,
story?
I haven't heard of
I
it.
really
I
hope.
should say I avoid cruise topics as I I hate.
Oh, mate, you've had some fun.
I've had some fun. This is the most I've ever talked about cruise boats without me saying I hate cruises. I never want to go on a cruise. I don't know why anyone would go on a cruise.
I'll give you my report next episode.
I'm looking forward to it.
I really hope on the Carnival Sunshine that, like in Coles and in Ipswich where they've got the line markers for where the floods were.
Oh.
This is where the poo was.
This is where the P layer was. This is how high the poo lasagna made it.
So even now, I seen a headline in today's news, very close to home. An 80-year-old was left on Lizard Island in Queensland, and she was found days later deceased. So she was on a cruise, and they left her behind on the island.
Oh.
Can we just have enough of cruises, please? It's been like a solid 100 years of cruises, pretty bad, of just them being problems. Can we just do something else? What's wrong with a lake trip? What's wrong with a caravan holiday?
What is a lake trip if not? Oh, no, you're talking like go to a lake.
Yeah,
I thought you meant get on a lake.
not be on a giant lake.
Sean, we've had some camping stories that haven't turned out well.
Yeah, I
People
agree.
eating.
Donner party.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
Uruguayan flight.
yeah. Or you could class that as a
Outlaw
camp.
Pass.
Dyatlov Pass didn't really go that badly. They didn't eat each other. I mean, they did die, but
Everest.
yeah.
Everest, yeah.
Everest was camping, yep.
So as you're listening to this, hopefully I'm returning to land untraumatized because between recording tonight and episode release, I'm on a boat
Yep.
and we have some pretty bad storms forecast.
That's also correct.
Yeah,
So-
but the bad storms are for here.
So let's hope Carnival Encounter, which is the ship I'm going on, can head northeast fairly quickly and avoid those storms because I do not want to be on that thing if we have storms anything like we had last weekend.
No.
It'll be fine. They will peter out once they get out to the ocean. Yeah,
That
good stories, boys.
Is cruising in the USA.
Cruising.
No.
Cruising USA.
Good stories, boy. That was fun.
Yeah, like I said, it was a bit of fun to. Probably shouldn't have done it to myself.
Cruising
Going through-
Yugoslavia.
Going
Yeah.
through these stories right before I get on, like literally 12 hours time, I'm going to be on a cruise ship.
I
How
gotta
many
say,
sports jerseys are you taking on the cruise?
nothing but sports
I
jerseys.
was thinking about a couple of Broncos polos. I've got multiple. But I'm not going to take any jerseys.
Yeah, it's a bit washed out now.
Actually, I might have a certain 49ers jersey that I might take and just
No.
accidentally
No.
let go overboard out in international waters.
you can't be seen with that thing.
Oh, no, I'm just going to.
But you also can't get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a piece of history.
I can't.
Not a good piece. It's like having an SS helmet.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got some cassettes.
true.
I've
You
got
would,
some-
you would have an SS helmet, wouldn't you? You don't agree or support it, but it's a piece of
Like,
history.
you're not going to throw it out.
No.
Like, you don't really
you
want
know,
it.
separate the art from the artist. Too far.
No, very good.
Yeah, ship.
Ship, yeah.
Holy ship.
Tug.
Oh, well,
All right. I think that's a good place to wrap it
That's
up.
a good place to wrap it up.
Before Sean says the C-bomb again.
Yeah, for the third time.
fourth time this episode. Aaron said it once.
I
That's
did, yeah.
that's true. Oh dear.
Good night, Chiquitos.
Nah, I always say it last.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say something.
What do you want to say?
Good night.
And on that,
No, you're cut.
on
It's already
that
gone.
ship shell,
It's
on that absolute ship show, take it easy. You've been listening to Cheeky Tales podcast. If you'd like to see supplemental images related to our episodes or to interact with us about our episodes, hit us up on @CheekyTalesPod on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can watch our episodes on YouTube or listen to them on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.